Where's the mic? Ah, there it is. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you'll do it.
Okay, great. Oh no, you say. I'm so sick of that. I know what you mean. It's one of those things where you go, do you go yawn or are you sick with envy? You don't really know, do you? As a fundraising director, I think, God, I could spend the rest of my life on a hammock. How wonderful would that be if I came up with that idea? And so what? Everybody's heard of it. But I think that's not the point. The point is, there's some stuff that's really interesting about why it was so successful. And that's what I want to talk about. So the 5 reasons why it worked. First of all, I think it's because it was based on the charity's cause. Because you see, that gimmick had been around for a while. It'd been in New Zealand, sports people had been doing it for quite a while. Nothing really happened. It didn't get big until a couple of people with motor neuron disease, or ALS, started to do it on themselves and explained that it was the link to what it felt like when your nerves started to go with motor neuron disease. And so it was people sort of sharing their personal experience. And that's what it was that started to really take it from a small idea into a big one. And obviously you probably heard of Pete Frates. You know, he had it and he got his well-known and well-connected friends to start spreading it. But it was based on this fundamental insight, I think, that took it from being a little idea to a big one. And I think there's always something about having something connected to the cause itself in some way, however slim, because lots of people don't know about that. But the people who did see the people with ALS throwing the bucket over their heads, those were the ones that really started to actively forward it before the celebrities picked it up. And that's what you need. And I think the other thing that's interesting about it is just the social pyramid aspect of it, which is you say 3 people and they have to do it within 24 hours or they pay. So it's a challenge that's a multiplier effect. And another point, and I think this has been raised many, many times today, it's not asking for your details. And I think we'll increasingly see this as fundraisers, that people are sick and tired of being harassed. So being able to give within the limits of when you want to give and not being forced to give again, I think is tremendously powerful. And I think this is a trend that we really need to pay attention to as fundraisers. Obviously, do I need to say more than this? This is one of the reasons, obviously, it went big. And then the last point, me. It focuses on my favorite subject, me, my family, everything that amazes me, everything that I like, me. And I think, you know, this is the kind of fundraisers' insight. And I guess somebody else said earlier, you know, it's about people give to people. Well, people give to their tribe, actually. They give to people that they're connected to and people that have a relationship to them. And they're interested in people like them, and they're interested in themselves, and that's why this went big. A few little facts that I thought were quite interesting, because I thought, gosh, what do I want to do if I get 100, you know, how do I get 100 million? And it looks like you need 800,000 shares a month, and you need 1 million Twitter mentions a week. And so if you're getting that, you probably are on the right track. The mechanic. Does anybody understand the mechanic? Do you do it if you got the bucket on you, or do you do it afterwards? Does anybody care? No, it's not about that. There we go. So what's the conclusion? Related to the cause, a kind of social pyramid that allowed it to multiply, celebrity, of course, anti-commitment, and a focus on people's favorite subject, themselves. So I'm just going to finish off with, just for amusement, the kind of one that I found that I like the best, because I spent a lot of time looking for these things, and this one made me smile. I wish I was doing this.
care.